Hello and welcome to a Sims 4 challenge. This is called the Knit or Die challenge. I have 3 unfortunate souls. They all have to knit until they either drop dead from starvation or get to level 10 of the knitting skill. We have 3 unfortunate souls and I will show you them all. Now the first up we have is Helga Pataki from Hey Arnold. I made her like ages ago and I didn't know what to do with her, so I just like, she'll be perfect for this challenge. We have NXT superstar Adam Cole baby in a yellow room because it is like his brand, gold. And finally, sitting in the chair, wondering how on earth he ended up in this universe, it is Joel from The Last of Us. No golf clubs here, Joel. You're safe for now. There's only yarn. And of course, each room is fitted with a rocking chair for them to sit in and knit, things for them to all go in their inventory so they know when to start knitting. And each room has a picture of the Undertaker because they're all going to hell after this. So, without further ado, let's start the Knit or Die challenge. Joel, where did your knitting thing go? Oh, I put behind him. Didn't even go inside his inventory. So they've all basically got to knit. So it's basically they knit, and then basically whoever can get to level 10 first, or die from starvation. Well, actually, no. The last sim left standing with a high knitting thing gets to win. All right, Joel has already started acquiring the knitting skill. They've all got full needs, and those needs are going to deplete very quickly. They're all going to have such fun with this, though. And I feel like this is going to go very already. Oh yeah, Dibby is here as well. Dibby, the portal cat, who has decided to start playing with the yarn balls already. Joel, I think, has already basically started winning this. Because he is already immediately just knitting away. I don't know. I picked 3 random sims from my gallery and I was just like, I'll just get these guys to knit themselves to death. And they all have very specific color coordinations. And the cat can actually go between all 3 because Dibby thinks with portals. And including the fact that the doors are blue and this is technically meant to be orange. Okay, Joel has finished. He's just gonna knit the blue beanie next. I have to literally just go between them all because you can't autonomously knit, which is kind of annoying. So you've kind of got to figure out who needs to knit what. She can knit a pink one because she's pink. Helga is pink for some reason. I even gave her a bow like in the TV show. Adam Cole has got to knitting level 2. I think Joel as well. Joel is kind of the one that's sort of already zooming on ahead, but everything I do, he does first. Have you only just got to level 2? Jesus. This is, again, another one of my stupid challenge ideas. And this one's basically, can I make force Sims to knit until they drop dead from exhaustion or starvation or embarrassment? Basically, whatever will be able to kill them. And I also have Slice of Life on, so their things are going to get very... oh, you can knit socks now. Knit yourself some socks. Some grey dotted crew socks. They're all just... I'm not just letting them choose. I'm not be like, what shall they knit? It's just I knit anything and everything. Knit anything and everything. Just get the first thing and start knitting. Dibby has discovered the yarn balls and is now trying to play with them. Let's just have a look at Dibby's face. Dibby's face. Dibby. Dibby's face is just staring intently. And it's now chasing its tail more interesting. That little face sees all, but the teeth are so cute. They're all getting to level 3. I think it's literally, this is going to be, they'll knit until they die. Joel, you must continue knitting. You guys are all just sitting there. There's no autonomous knitting, so that kind of makes this challenge a little bit more difficult because I have to grab them and just have them knit anything and everything. And now they can start knitting planters and mailbox cozies. That's what they are. Oh, Helga is in like a playful mood. If she gets like super playful, she could... Well, if she gets hysterical, she'll die. So yeah, the emotions of the Sims are also going to come into play already. Okay, it's going to start being bathroom break soon. Helga needs to pee more than... Well, Joel doesn't. Oh yeah, and when things start going wrong for them, like them passing out, needing to pee, getting hungry, That's all gonna start. Helga cannot knit. She's too uncomfortable to knit. So now she's gotta wait until she wets herself before she starts being able to get back on the knitting spree. Is she? Neat knits for finishing a knitting project. So yeah, once they start getting uncomfortable, that's gonna start diminishing things. Joel, however, is having a good time. He's feeling confident about himself. He's like, I've got this. I'm level 4 knitting. Alright, frog progress things. Knit some more beanies. Green bear beanies. Okay. These two, Joel is, yep. Helga has completely, she's embarrassed. She's completely embarrassed. Get back to knitting. Get back to knitting. It doesn't matter. She is now gross and embarrassed. She's humiliated. I think that's from Slice of Life. Adam Cole is going to be next on the humiliated front. Joel, not so much. How has Joel's needs been, like, so much better? I don't know how, but he is just... I guess it's being an apocalyptic survivor. He is just knitting and having a grand old time. Adam Cole is on his phone. Adam Cole, put your phone away. Are you too uncomfortable to knit? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You gotta get back to, Okay, Joel's finished his next project. He does not care that his bladder is gonna go and fail on him soon. Oh, he's just started knitting again. Dude, Joel is like a beast right now. I think Joel is gonna win this. Because he's like level 4. You're still level 3. You're still level 3, but you've started knitting. And you can't actually do anything because you still need to wait for yourself to piss your pants. Yep, you've just, Alright, back to knitting. Did he go? He went to look at the Undertaker picture as if to say, I am so sorry I failed you. Oh god, where's my mouse going? No! Adam Cole just looking at the Undertaker be like, I have failed you. I do not deserve to be NXT champion. I mean, you're not NXT champion. Okay, you're feeling comfortable now. Yeah. Bladder failure. Ah, you're getting hungry. The hunger's kicking in. But they can still knit depending on their moods. Resume your knitting project, whatever you were knitting. He was knitting something. Like, Joel just starts knitting things, like, immensely. Okay, these two have fallen asleep. Joel is just knitting his little heart out. Okay, oh, he knitted a planter. That's good. Alright, more beanies. More beanies. They're feeling lonely. The cat is just meowing at everyone because it doesn't know what to do. She's fallen asleep in the chair. Wake up and start knitting. Adam Cole has decided to start doing fitness and started cleaning his torture chamber. And Joel is just like, gotta knit, gotta knit, gotta knit, gotta knit. Yeah, they've got a long time of being embarrassed and they'll become desolate. But he's still knitting. He might be humiliated from peeing all over the place, but he's still knitting. He is not letting anyone stop him from knitting, not even hunger. Adam Cole doesn't even want to, like, knit. Oh no, he's getting back to knitting. They do start automatically knitting, which is good. And the cat is just, like, meowing everywhere. Because I have nothing for the cat to do. I put nothing in for the cat, so the cat's kind of stuck here. Helga has fallen asleep again. Joel has fallen asleep as well, decided to take a nap. Adam Cole is feeling hungry, but he's finished his knitting project. Keep knitting, son. Keep knitting. More socks. Adam doesn't want to knit right now. He has just refused to knit. He's just like, I refuse to knit. I will never knit. Joel can now start knitting sweaters. That's how good he's getting at his knitting skills. And Adam Cole has literally just given up. He refuses to knit. He doesn't want to knit. He's uncomfortable. He is sick of knitting already. He knows the game. He knows the game and he doesn't want to play it. Can we still... Yeah, we can get back to knitting now. Resume knitting. Have you finished another knitting thing? Yes, you have. Joel is just on fire right now. He is just a knitting machine, being able to knit anything and everything. Oh, is he good? He's going to pass out now. Okay, he's passed out. Joel is passed out. Have you stopped knitting again? You don't. Yeah, you can't knit right now. You're far too uncomfortable. Adam's face. He is like, please, please, no more yarn. No more yarn. Joel's reached knitting level 6. He can now knit a poof. What is a poof? Let's find out. Let's finish knitting things and find out. What's it? Object. It's a poof. She has knitted less things, but she's still knitting. Have you just... He is getting so... Like, Joel is like a beast right now with his knitting. Okay, he's too uncomfortable to knit right now. He needs to sleep. He is just his needs. He has got so much good fun. Okay, they're all literally, I think, too uncomfortable to knit. Yeah. Except for Adam Cole, who should really be resume knitting his projects. Stop going to sleep. And yeah, they're all way too uncomfortable right now. But let's see what the scores are currently. Adam Cole is level 4. Joel is level 6. And Helga is currently level 5, but none of them... God, she is miserable. It doesn't help that the My Slice of Life thing has made it so she has started her menstrual cycle. So she is just feeling the absolute worst right now. She is like gross and smelly. And this is her personal hell right now. But now that you're humiliated, you can get back to knitting. You can knit. You can start knitting knitting another rug. Adam Cole has just literally stopped. He is so miserable. He is just like, I don't want to knit anymore. I just want to sit in this purgatory. Right now, he is also miserable, but he can't. Yeah, he doesn't want to knit. Helga can get back on the knitting spree. And I'm just having a knit rugs right now. Just all the rugs. You're miserable as well. Don't worry, you'll pass out and piss yourself in a second. Adam Cole just sleeps in the chair now. He doesn't want to be in this situation, so he's just like, I'm gonna sleep in the chair until I wake up and I'm back in the NXT Performance Center. And Joel is also looking at the picture of the Undertaker to try and take his mind off things. Hey, you're feeling humiliated. Finish your bloody hanging planter because you really need to. And you're back to being humiliated. As soon as they're feeling humiliated, you can just get them to start knitting things again. He's still feeling humiliated, but he's knitting. He's knitting. What are you doing? I haven't been checking on you. Knit more rugs. Knit all the rugs, Helga. Okay, Joel's still just like on fire with his knitting things. He's just knitting like all the poofs right now. I think it sends him through it really quickly. Yeah, he finishes them like so quickly. It's weird. I think it's the poofs are the things that technically get done really quickly. And Dibby just watches over them all, portaling through each room to figure out how all the unfortunate souls are doing. They're all just passing out, but they need to keep on knitting. And Joel is just a beast. He is a knitting beast. He could have gone into the Fireflies armed with nothing but a pair of knitting needles and a yarn ball, and he still would have been able to come out with Ellie. He finishes things really quickly. More plant holders. For you, the short ones. He just needs to pass out. She's miserable. I'm going to get her to stop knitting. She doesn't want to knit now. And once again, Adam Cole has just literally just given up. He doesn't want to knit. He hates knitting. You're getting hungry. You're feeling far too uncomfortable again. But you are 12% on level 6. And they're all just sleeping. They're just like sleeping through it all. I don't torture Sims, so I don't know how to like fully just make Sims like this is just me making Sims miserable by forcing them to knit. They haven't died yet, but they are literally being forced to knit themselves to death, essentially. And because they're miserable, they stop wanting to knit. Okay, you want to knit now because you're sleeping. Knit some hanging planters. But then she stops because she's miserable. Yeah, they're all just miserable now, so I can't like have them do much. Somehow Adam Cole's managed to become friends with the cat and all this. Dibby and Adam Cole are now friends, and now you're talking with the cat as well, just trying to make sense of everything. He can't knit. He's just stuck now. But he's put on a lot of stuff. He's managed to. Thing is, he's knitted a lot more things than Helga or Adam. Adam's barely done anything. He just doesn't like knitting. And they're all literally just sleeping, and it's just getting worse. Yeah, it's just all the food stuff now that's kind of getting them to be unable to knit. They can't knit when they're uncomfortable. Adam Cole is dying from starvation. He is the first one to go. He's just died. He had 22% complete at level 5 of the knitting skill and made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knitted items because he just refused. He just refused. She wants to witness the death, but she can't because she's too busy kind of like being stuck right now. And she is now dying next as well as she gets tired and miserable. She is dying next whilst we learn she's romantic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 things. 14 things. And she was level 5. Level 5 at 51%. Joel is finally dying as well. Level 6, 12%. And he knitted basically 5, 10, 15, 16, 18 items. Even though Joel is dead, he was the winner. He got the highest knitting skill, and he was the last to die, so he lasted the longest. He survived everything, and Groom is now here to collect all 3 of these sad sacks who have all died. I've never done kill your sim challenges because I don't maliciously kill my sims. But apparently if you force them to knit themselves just forever, if you stick them in a room with a rocking chair and a bag of knitting yarn and force them to knit, they will eventually just stop because they're so miserable they just literally wait for death to collect them. Of course Dibby is the only one around. Dibby who sees all. Dibby who saw all this coming. Because it is rumoured that Dibby here, whilst being an Aperture Science creation, is actually the one thing that GLaDOS truly fears. Right. Oh, I think he's collecting Joel next, so technically Joel is the closest one. But the Helga's gone. Technically she was the second. So Adam Cole was the first to die with the lowest knitting skill because he just refused to stop knitting. He just refused to knit at one point. And he was just like, I fucking give up, guys. Helga was the second one to go with a little bit higher, and Joel had high knitting skills, level 6 knitting skill, and he was the last one to drop. So Joel is gotta give props to Joel for that one. He was the last of us at one point, but now he is just the last one to get the bet. I don't fucking know. I've never done a death challenge. I've never forced my sims to die. I kill them for story reasons. I don't kill them like this because I'm not because I just don't. I just don't. But that was the knit until you die challenge. And apparently, yeah, at some point you just get so miserable you stop wanting to knit. The cat is just here just like, well, what do I do? Don't worry, Dibby. You'll be seen in another challenge one day. For now, you're just stuck here in this hell, and the Undertaker has taken all their souls to hell. Though I think Adam Cole was the one who was just like, I'm so sorry, Undertaker. This is not how I envisioned it going. Stupid challenge, but fun to do because it's just the knitting thing. Apparently, Joel is apparently an excellent knitter. Should have taken Abby on with a pair of knitting needles. I think he would have won. But that's it for this challenge. I don't think I'll ever do these challenges. I don't think I'll ever do that many challenges. It's not something I'm... Yeah. Exit to main menu. I don't think I'll do more challenges like this. It's not really something I'm sort of like into. But it's just fun to do this. And this was a very Gray Still Plays inspired one because he just tortures Sims for the hell of it. And those videos are so chaotic that I love it. And now I have the knitting thing. Was this the one I picked? I think it was. Oh yeah, I got all the clothes. I forgot about all the clothes. But, yeah, the clothes are all right. Oh my god, there was me. Oh yeah, the heavy metal station. Forgot about that. But also, why didn't it show them in, Build By? I don't know. I think it's because it's community lot based, but oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching this horrible, horrible video. Oh, those poor Sims. Those poor Sims. I feel so bad now for them. I want to go and just make them feel happy and safe now, and give them lots of safety. Just put them in a room with everything they need now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye now.